Hey, wonderful people, what's going on? Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. It's exactly 3 a.m. right now in Dhaka currently. Very hot and humid weather. Still, even at like night time, it's very, very hot and humid. But I decided to do a cooling sort of fragrance in this summer sort of time. And this fragrance, it's not an exclusive review, of course. I have done a Tommy Bahama fragrance review based on a sample like a couple of days back, and I saw that Chad just put up a review. So I think it was called Maritime Journey. So I beat you, Chad, at that one, but Chad actually has nailed me on this one, the Perry Ellis review. So today we'll be looking at Perry Ellis Pure Blue. Okay, this fragrance based on a sample, and this sample is a courtesy of Fragrance Bangladesh, Papa Pantho Bhai. He is a wonderful man. I ordered 4 official samples. He sent me 6. So this was one of them. So thanks to Papa Pantho Bhai basically, and also Shuvo Bhai for your tremendous work and continuous honest work and stuff like that, right? So yes, this video thanks to FragranceBD. So first of all, Perry Ellis is a house. I mean, I do not own so many like fragrance from this house. I sniffed maybe 5, from my friends or here and there on the shop. So the fragrance house I really know by Perry Ellis 360 degree red. This is the bottle that is almost finished, 200 ml, and also a big name is Perry Ellis M. So they have quite a few fragrances like in the cylindrical bottle shapes, and I really think they have a lot of hidden gems. They have quality fragrances, a little bit on the synthetic side. They also have their more darker fragrances, black vanilla absolute, so on and so forth. So the fresher side, this is a fresher side, what we're going to look at today. And I'm wearing it on my hand for about 20 minutes just to see the dry down, and I'll tell you about how it smells, is it bottle worthy, price I do not know, and who is it for, what season, stuff like that. I think also apart from Chad, my man, also I think Brooklyn Fragrance Lover and I think Steven, they together collaborated, and perhaps Brad, these 3 guys, I have seen them reviewing this. So this is a 2018 release, but I could not find it on Fragrantica. So I went to Basenotes, and here we go, we have the notes in front of us, and also the sample mentions the notes breakdown. Why am I put the angle a little bit this way? Because I want to show you, as you can see, the new horses are here. Horses, they're here. This was my old one, the first one, very first one, Beautifulest, the number 11, and then I managed to get the other 2, very rare in Bangladesh right now, and I got them a little bit more expensive. It was like a little bit more pricey than usual, but I got them. I wanted to finish my collection. So amazing bottles. I will show these bottles tomorrow. I'll do initial impression, all 3 in one video, right? So I believe there are already 2 or 3 videos out. Mohit Bhai and I think Nasser, these 2 guys already did it, but let me see what I can do for you tomorrow. So let's hit the review. Here is a sample package, and it's one of the coolest colors, really beautiful, watery. Let me turn it this way now. Yeah, familiar back, yeah, back to the old position. Okay, one thing I tell you, the scent of the night was right behind me there, Mercedes-Benz Club Black. I was wearing that after a long time, beautiful fragrance. So this one, the bottle is really eye-catching. It's not much, I think it's a glass plus plastic. This part is glass and that's plastic, and you can check out Chad's review, he will show you the full bottle. Really beautiful sky, bright sunny day sort of a theme, all around blue, watery, aquatic. That's what I think they're going for. These bottles, they come in I think 50 and 100 ml, and the house is called Perry Ellis. I think these are American house. One of the cool things about this sample is they actually put a clip at the back, so the sample doesn't fall off. They have a clip to keep this sample, as you can see, to hold it there. It's pretty cool. If I just put it back like that, oh shoot, sorry, if I put it back, it stays like that, it doesn't fall off anyway, so it's very secure. So the fragrance they have classified as fresh, aquatic, confidently cool, and they have notes on top like bergamot, grapefruit, apple. Those are your opening top notes. Heart, you get green notes, cardamom, aquatic notes. Base notes, you get sandalwood, white moss. Did I hear that right? White moss, or read that right? Blue amber, absolutely have no clue what they are, and musk. So I believe that white moss, I have seen moss. Moss is kind of like green in color, so I don't know. It's an so kind of maybe a imaginary note or fancy note, and then blue amber definitely a fancy note. So this fragrance, what you're gonna get from this? Let's spray this and talk about it. The packaging is pretty good. I think the prices won't be that much because Perry Ellis is kind of like a affordable house. So the dry down, I can smell it. Let's try the opening. Okay, there you go. So this fragrance, it's the scent strength on this one, I think it's not poor, not great, but it's somewhere like Nautica Voyage. If you know Nautica Voyage, Where's my Voyage at? My favorite fragrance of all time. This is one of the fragrance I started my collection with, my journey with, Nautica Voyage. So that one also has some similar notes like green apple, some cucumber, some aquatic notes. This one also has that. So on the first blast, it would definitely remind you of Nautica Voyage. It has that sort of same theme. Yes, definitely you can see the crisp, the apple, and kind of remind me of cucumber as well. And so it has that opening salty sort of feel, and it definitely reminds you of by the seaside and on the dock up there in the pier. You know, you're just sitting there eating your sandwich like Dexter was doing with, no, not Dexter. I think it was Deborah Morgan was eating sandwich with the detective who died. I think forgot his name, the old guy. Anyway, reference point. I love Dexter. So yes, you're just dipping your leg, you know, just from the dock, and it's moving, you know, in the water, and your feet is under the water. It's cooling you down. A hot sunny day, bright sunny day, blue skies, few white clouds here and there. That's it. Pretty clean day. So that's what it reminds me of. It's very sharp, fresh, kind of like a fragrance, like uplifting. I saw the ad for it. The ad was like a African American dude, black dude. Let's call him black dude because he is black. People are white is white. Black are black. I'm brown. So nothing to be politically correct and too much sensitivity going on. So he's a black dude and he's like changing and washing his face, and after that he puts the cologne. He does everything right. He sprays like 50 times, but what he does, little bit offensive. I would not say, Al would say from Street Sense, he kind of rubs it in a little bit like, not much though, but he just did little. That kind of got me thinking of Al. You cannot rub it in. Are you rubbing it in? So anyway, apart from that, the ad was cool. So I thought it was like very beautifully. The way they presented the bottle, the contrast of the color of the bottle was beautiful. So it made me kind of crave for it. I want to get it for the bottle itself because I love blue. So this is kind of blue, but at the same time it's kind of green apple, and the mossiness and the dry down, it gets kind of like mossy, kind of. It's kind of like, it reminds me sort of this fragrance, and I don't know why. Curvin, low, intense. On the dry down, whatever you get, I think that was mint, but I'm not getting the mint from it much, but I'm getting the dry down of Curvin. I think it's perhaps, I don't know, is the sandalwood or cardamom. I think it's perhaps the cardamom or something like that, So it has fresh vibe. It has kind of like a spicy, a little bit mossy and musky, that sort of tone. So I think this fragrance will be good for everybody. If you are wanting something casual wear for everyday, sneakers, jeans, white pants, 3/4, t-shirts, you're going to play golf, perfect fragrance. If you're going to play sport, like, reminding me sort of like a Tommy fragrance as well, like Tommy by Tommy, those fresh back in the days, Polo Sport. This reminds me of Polo Sport a little bit. So yeah, it's a fresh, a little bit different, not citrusy, not that much sweet. It's aquatic, kind of fruity, and musky. That's pretty much simple breakdown, and doesn't really change so much with time. So many people find it kind of boring. I'll tell you, like if you like Versace Purom, Versace Manu Fresh, they will have so much playfulness. This one doesn't have so much playfulness. It's basically like an everyday man, common scent. Like Nautica Voyage is a very common but good smelling cologne. These are the good smelling cologne, clean, fresh, for every single person out there. So I think if it's going for 35-40 bucks for 100 ml, definitely worth checking out. It will give you decent performance, but you have to spray, like overspray a little bit, and you have to need to spray like middle of the day once again, carry a decan. So all in all, not a bad fragrance, but not a masterpiece. But it's very soothing, I would say, to wear in a bright sunny day by the ocean. And if you're going for vacation, I think perhaps you can take it like for the morning walk, like for the morning scent, you can try it, right? So that is my overall assessment of Perry Ellis Pure Blue. So this fragrance overall longevity, I'll give it like 7 out of 10. Projection is like, well, not so much, it's not that strong like Nautica Voyage. Let's say 6.5. Versatility, summer and spring. Age, any age can wear it, no problem. Like occasion, it's casual. You can do your office work with it. Nobody is gonna get offended. And lastly, how much does it get? I'll give this like a 7.5 out of 10. Okay, so it's a 3 out of 5, sort of. 3.5 out of 5. 6. No, that's not correct. That's wrong. It's just 7.5 out of 10. All right, sucks at maths. Okay, that's all for right now. Tomorrow wait for this review. These three bad boys. Okay, those are the three bad boys, right? I'll see you soon. I was trying to mess with you. God messed with my throat. I'll see you soon. Good night from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Bye bye.